What's up, everyone? Dreadnought Ryan here. Welcome back to the Island of Misfit Toy Collectors. And hey, I have a quick Island news update. We're going to go over just some updates for the G.I. Joe brand, some new licensing agreements, and then, of course, giving some shout outs to some of our friends in the community. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, as many of you heard, McFarlane and Hasbro did sign a licensing agreement for both G.I. Joe and Transformers. That, of course, opened up a lot of speculation. We did find out later on that they would be for the Page Puncher series that McFarlane has done for a number of other brands. And we did get to see what those items would look like. So you did get 2 G.I. Joe comics with Snake Eyes and Duke and Cobra Commander and the Crimson Guard. And, of course, a couple Transformers. Page Punchers are 3-inch figures with 6 points of articulation. These packs do come with an exclusive comic and a figure stand. You can find these pretty much anywhere online that you buy your G.I. Joe or McFarlane products. So if you are a fan of G.I. Joe with comics, different things like that, these might be a fun little item to add on. If not, hey, it's just nice to see that we have more licensors for the G.I. Joe brand, which hopefully means that we'll continue to see more G.I. Joe as we move in the future. Super 7 news, we did find out that they do have the new Wave 6, which is Deke-inspired Scarlet, Lady J, and the Baroness. Of course, there's been a lot of, I don't want to say negative feedback, but just some disappointment in the community with the Ultimate G.I. Joe figures. What we've seen in the renders to what we've been getting in hand have not all matched up. Hopefully, if we can get these face sculpts that we see with these beautiful ladies, that we'll be able to swap some of those out if you have these Super 7 figures, or at least know that, Brian and team are listening to what the community is saying, and that they're asking that we can get more of what we're being promised. Also, if you do purchase this whole set, there is a super pack that can come included. So that means you will get Scarlet, her crossbow, quiver, and arrows. The Baroness will get a laser rifle and a grenade. And then, of course, Lady J will get her movie camera and spear chucker that we saw from the Real American Hero original figure. Next up, Hiya Toys. They continue to just take these 6-inch classified and shrink them down into 4-inch. We did get to see Zartan, the Cobra Trooper, as well as Spirit and Freedom. I think these figures look great. It's amazing that they can take that 6-inch scale of figure, shrink them down, and still keep all of the cool features that we've seen on the classified. Freedom does look to have the swappable wings, so that will be a nice addition as well. And hey, the only drawback to these figures right now is just they're hard to find. I know that a lot of folks have been saying they haven't been ordering from overseas, so hopefully at some point we do see these figures have distribution here in the United States and Canada. Next up, I wanted to clarify a couple of things that I missed on the last update for this. So with Naugahyde, he will come with Pork Belly and Yabo. His companions do have names. And then also, I'd speculated that Doc's stretcher should be able to work with the Dragonfly. I am hearing that it will be able to be secured to the underside of the Dragonfly, so that is great news as well. I'm super excited for this wave. Dreadnoks rule, but it's just nice to see we're getting some, figures that people have been asking for, as well as still, continuing to build out some of the sub-teams. And finally, for Hasbro news, Hasbro has reached out for trademarks for the Mask brand. They are saying possibility for a cartoon, games, and possibly toys. I don't know if they're just trying to lock this up to secure some of these trademarks, or if possibly some folks are looking to license some of this product. And so we might be able to see, maybe some Mask vehicles and figures, maybe even see, a couple of these Mask figures in the 6-inch scale, like we did see for Matt Tracker back in the day with the modern scale figures. But more news to come on this. I hope Hasbro is serious about doing something with Mask. They have a lot of great IP out there. I just want to make sure that whoever they are choosing to either create new cartoon or content for this, that they're creating some of those great cartoons like we did get back in the 80s, or possibly even movies. And then a big shout out to our friends over at Skeletron. If you did miss out either on the backer kits or when the items were open for pre-order, you are able to get some of the 4-inch as well as the Wolf Trooper in the O-ring style from Grindstone Toys. These items are now up for pre-order or order on Skeletron.com. And as more product does come available and ships out, be on the lookout for those being loaded onto Skeletron's website. So you should be able to pick up some items just in case you couldn't afford to when the backer kits came out, or you just forgot to, or whatever. Next up, Gridiron has been running a 3-day sale. This will go until basically Sunday at midnight Mountain Standard Time. This is for, again, the Super Bowl this weekend, where they are getting a mystery freebie. So if you guys do have any Gridironers that you're out there looking for, great opportunity to get some free items. And then also, hey, I'm going to get this right this time too. Ripcord. The loadout they had for that, they are looking to bring in a blackout Halo style. So if you do have some other military style figures, what a great addition to add for one of your groups. So be on the lookout for that from our friends over at Gridiron. And then also Jay's Armory. Big shout out to Jay. He is running a 25% off sale. So if you are a customizer of anything really, but for G.I. Joes, he does have some great little kits that you can pick out. That you can paint up and, of course, customize some of your favorite figures that haven't been released yet. And then finally, I want to send a big shout out to all of you, all of the Islanders out there who did make suggestions on some of the third-party creators out there who do some amazing work. Of course, Arsenal and Pew Pews I've heard a ton about. I did place an order. Can't wait to get this stuff in. They look like amazing weapons that you can pick up for your action figures. Again, these are 3D printed items, so just have to be a little bit more careful with them compared to those injection molded items. But it's just another vendor that you can go to help pimp your figures out. And then finally, Geek Style Diorama. The items that they have in the store are just absolutely amazing. I will be going back and purchasing more. I did get some items to help fill out my Dreadnoks diorama, but this place is just absolutely loaded. If you are a figure photographer and you're looking to add little detailed items to your backdrops for your pictures, please go check out Geek Style Dioramas. They have some amazing stuff. And again, if you guys know of any other great third-party creators out there, pop them in the description or the comment section, I should say, and share that wealth of information. These amazing creators out there can it sends any of your pictures or your dioramas or your shelving or whatever it is just over the top with just some little items. I mean, they had payphones. They have bundles of contraband, money, you name it. They have a ton of different stuff out there. And they've been pretty great to deal with. So thank you again for everybody for the suggestions. Again, we are moving on to 1,000 subscribers. I'm just blown away. Thank you again for all the support in the community. You guys are all absolute legends. Again, thank you, and thank you. I hope you guys are having a great Super Bowl weekend. Let me know who you're rooting for. I am, of course, a Detroit Lions fan, so we were eliminated, but that's all right. And if not, that's cool too. There's always a good time to go play with your toys, and I hope you guys are having a great day, night, morning, wherever you're at on the island of Misfit Toy Collectors. And more importantly, thank you. Talk to you guys all soon.